that's on social media and go real life. That's the problem. Hi. Come on. Now, I'm not disagreeing with you. There is things like commentary and opinions. That's called the First Amendment right. Okay? Hate speech is not protected. Harassment is not protected. You can claim fair use all you want. It's not protected. There is a difference between opinions versus hate speech. Harassment. Big difference. Now, like I said, you can call me a bad mom. You can call me a piece of shit. But that doesn't make it true. Hate to bust your bubble, but it does not make it true. Restreaming, reposting is a problem when it involves harassment and when it involves hate speech. There's a difference between reposting it to get something out, like, for example, someone likes somebody dancing, thinks it's really cute, and it's like reposting it. Like, look at this. This is like this woman that's dancing or whatever. And you have nothing to say regarding of what you posted and what you're reposting, right? But when you're reposting and live streaming somebody else's live by making hate speech comments, by harassing, body shaming, all the above, that's when it comes into a problem. The problem that I have is I do not even live stream anymore. I don't. Not with him. But that is a problem when you guys are taking something that's not even on the internet, which is what you guys all wanted. And yet that's happening, and look what's happening. What I don't understand is, why is everyone speaking about him? Why? You all said word for word, protect that little boy, Gabby. While I'm keeping him off the internet, away from all of you psychos. Yet here you are talking about him. So who's in the wrong? Who's in the wrong? And it all started with Kaylee. Kaylee is the one that started all of this with my son. And it's all documented. She was the one that brought so much hate, and she was nonstop talking about that little innocent boy, creating her own narratives. And I have this all documented, time-stamped, timeline in a folder for like when I need it. Because you know what? That is why I have kept my mouth shut. And I've said, I'm not speaking about any of the things that y'all fucking have said. Now, there's things that I will say, but nothing that I have never brought onto the internet, and I will not. Because that will show evidence with my lives being recorded and posted. We can go back and be like, well, you said this, but show me something in my live stream that I have talked about it. And I'm not saying years ago. I am saying from when Kaylee has spoke about my son to right now. We were not. Okay, let me ask you a question. Are you an investigator? Show me any documentation that I have been found guilty of child abuse or neglect. If you can show me that, fine. Fair's fair. Do not call me just because I have an open CPS abuse or whatever the case may be, does not mean that I am found guilty until I'm proven wrong. You can have an open investigation all you want. It's when you're guilty. Well, the fact is, you can't sit there and say I'm a child abuser when there's no documentation in a court saying that I'm found guilty. Sorry, there's not. If you want to, go pull it up. I'll wait probably, I don't know, never. My point is, you are saying something that's not even true based on what you've seen. So you're telling me right now that these accusations that's going around, you're listening to social media and third parties? Is that what I'm getting? And that's what I'm understanding? You're listening to the allegations from social media and third parties. Am I not correct or am I wrong? Do you have any physical evidence of any of that you are accusing me of? Do you know the difference between investigation and finding abuse that's you're found guilty of? There's a difference. Big difference. The fact is that I'm a content creator that I get paid to live stream on YouTube. There is a law about copyright. Now, if you use commentary and you don't post the entire video from start to finish, you cannot copyright. There are ways around it to live stream somebody's account. And it sucks. I don't think anyone should do that, but here we are. However, I do not consent to nobody streaming me. If I hear my voice, if you show the entire clips or the entire video where you're taking money away, where you're taking views away, that is money coming out of my pocket. I am with the YouTube partner where I am getting paid to stream. When you take that away from me, that's when it comes into a problem. You would not go into, I couldn't go into your job and be like, you need to leave or we need to fire your ass, because that's your job. Or like, I'm going to steal your position. It doesn't work like that. You can't take somebody's job away from you. You have no right. You don't. You don't. You might not like these facts that I'm giving you. I don't know what else to do to tell you go cry about it in a bathroom. You don't like what is the truth. And that sucks for you, but that's not my problem. That is not my problem. So take it somewhere else. It's just very frustrating when the things that you do and why you do them absolutely makes no fucking sense. It doesn't. You get mad when somebody copyrights you on TikTok or YouTube, right? How does it feel? So it's okay for you to do that to me or live stream my YouTube where I get paid, where it's okay for you to do that to me. But when it happens to you, because I'm sure you make money off of me, guarantee you. Guarantee you. It doesn't work like that. You get mad too. But if I'm protecting my YouTube platform, protecting my views, protecting the money that I am making, which is my God given right, you think I'm gonna let you steal my money that I'm making from me? Hell fucking no. What you need to do is stop. Don't get mad when you're doing something that's really not okay to do. Do you wanna know what else is sick? When you speak about my son, the gifts that you all get. You're making money off a minor child. Do you understand that part? Or does that not register in your fucking brains? And you guys have the balls to sit there and come at me? I'm not the one that's making money off a child. Kaylee's sitting up there and she gets paid on YouTube by talking about a minor child. She's making money speaking about a minor child that's not her child. And you all come at me and say that I'm the problem? No, what you're doing is fucking ridiculous. But nobody holds anybody accountable for what they're fucking doing on the internet. Because it's the Gabby hate train. It's like, well, we like you because you talk about Gabby. So we're just gonna let it slide. What in the world does that make it okay? Because we sit here and say, well, we can do it because it's Gabby. It's just Gabby. So we can do it. We can talk about Cam because it's Gabby. We're all gonna sit here and think about what I fucking just said. I will say one thing. If I ever was found guilty of a child abuse, child neglect, abuse, animal neglect, I went to jail for it. I have charges. I've been found guilty in the court of law, then maybe, just maybe, I would understand why you would go after me on social media, and I would understand why you would post it and talk about it. Not that it's right. Not that it's right. But I would understand that part. Court of public opinions run the internet. Honey, that doesn't work for me. I don't know what world you live in, but that does not fucking fly. But nice try. Next. And half of them saying you should get off the internet and spend time with C. Literally, you can hear these kids in the background. Why don't they get offline and worry about what you are doing? No, think about it. That's a very good point. And I've made that very clear that there are people that live stream and their kids are in the background, but they're so fucking obsessed with me and their fucking fingers are all stuck in my ass because my fucking name tastes so good in their freaking stupid ass mouth. I'm the drug. I'm the drug. And they are seeking the drug. If they don't talk about me, they're withdrawing. If I'm not on the internet, other people fight. They create drama. They thrive on it. This is not about accountability. This is straight up drama, social media disputes, that are taking things way too far and going into real life. And that's a problem. That is a problem. What stays on social media should stay on social media, regardless of what happens or what people say or what people do. You might not like it and you might not agree with it, but you do not have the right to go real life to hurt a family to its core because you do not agree with it. Well, honey, let me tell you something. There's a lot of things that I do not agree with you and what you do. But I cannot get you off the internet because I do not have that right. The fact is, we all know that you guys have kids. All the Reddit pages. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have fucking kids, but you're coming up with these videos and these live streams and these AI photos. You're so obsessed, you're taking your whole entire life just because of me and my family? Don't tell me 1 second that you do not spend time with your family because you will fucking tell me that you're a liar. Because the amount of people that talk about me, that does all these discords 24 hours a day, I'm kind of concerned that you're neglecting your kids. I can only see it. Not now. Not now. Mommy is worried about getting this fucking lady in trouble. Go play with your toys or whatever. I'm busy. I'm busy 24/7 because I'm so fucking obsessed with Gabby. Even when I'm off the internet for hours and hours, you are on live talking about me and my family. You say that I should get off the internet and spend time with my family. So why is it okay for you to do this, but I can't? Because I'm apparently held to a different standard. So it makes me, And what gives you the fucking right or the control? You think because you have an army, you think that you can create a civil conspiracy against one family, that all of you guys can gang up on one family and take one family down. I don't have an army. The only army I have is God. That's my army. The sword is the Bible. God will not forsake me nor forget me. He will not leave me nor forsaken. He will fight my battles for me. Let me tell you something. God overrules and will win over the snakes and the devil. And the snakes and the devil can come at me all they want. I do have to go because my son's home, where I have to now take everything off social media, forget that, and spend time with my family. You should try to do the same. One thing I'm going to leave all of you with: